Dad, look at this. Her voice cut through the quiet like a blade. My 6-year-old stood over the changing table, tiny hands frozen mid-air. I moved quickly, not out of panic, but with a tightening in my chest I couldn't name. She pointed at my newborn niece, fragile, silent, wrapped in innocence. At first glance, I didn't understand. Then my eyes landed on what she was showing me. I couldn't speak. The room narrowed, the air thinned. Behind me, my wife's footsteps entered. She didn't ask what was wrong. She didn't even look at me. She crossed the space, scooped up our daughter, and guided her to another room with rehearsed gentleness. The door clicked shut. And just like that, the silence screamed louder than anything. I stood alone, staring down at something I couldn't unsee, something that shifted the ground beneath me. My daughter's innocent cry for my attention had just unlocked a door I hadn't known was there, and my wife's reaction confirmed it. The days that followed blurred, but the image stayed, that mark, the shape, the wrongness of it. Something that shouldn't have been there, something that connected dots I had never dared arrange. I replayed the moment over and over, not the sight itself, though that haunted me, but my wife's movement. No hesitation, no shock. She wasn't surprised. She was prepared. I started seeing patterns in places I'd ignored before. Her late nights, her evasive explanations, her tenderness with my daughter that sometimes felt staged, like an actress trying too hard. And the baby, my niece. Except the more I thought about it, the more that word, niece, felt like a question gnawing through my chest. I never doubted my brother, but I had always trusted her less than I admitted. A faint suspicion buried in the back of my mind now clawed forward with bloody nails. Was this what betrayal looked like? Not loud, not violent, quiet, hidden in plain sight. Her silence that day told me the truth was closer than I wanted to believe. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I began to move carefully, deliberately. My daughter saw nothing. She was too young, too innocent to understand the weight of what she'd discovered. I couldn't let her bear that burden. So I smiled. I played the part. Husband, father, brother. But underneath, I built my case. First, the baby's medical file. Hospital records my brother never bothered to request. I did. Quietly. A signature forged, a password guessed. Then DNA. I swabbed. A toothbrush, a hairbrush, collected, sealed, mailed under a false name. The waiting nearly killed me. Nights were the hardest. She would roll over beside me, her breath soft against my neck, as if nothing in the world had changed. But everything had changed. Every glance, every laugh, every word we shared now carried a second meaning. I measured her tone, weighed her eyes, dissected the smallest gestures. And all the while, I said nothing. Because the truth was coming, and when it arrived, it would not be a conversation. It would be a verdict. The envelope felt heavier than paper. I sat alone at the kitchen table, the house quiet. My hands didn't shake. I opened it slowly, methodically, as though I'd been here before, in another life. The words were clinical, detached, percentages, probabilities, certainties. The baby was not my brother's. She was mine. And my wife's. I let the silence stretch until it broke against the walls. That night, I set the report down on the counter, face up, where she couldn't miss it. I didn't wait in the shadows. I sat in the chair, arms folded, expression unreadable. She entered, saw it, froze. Her hand trembled when she picked it up. Her lips parted. No sound, just air. "Say it," I whispered. Her eyes filled. But I didn't need her words. The truth was carved into her silence long before the paper proved it. I didn't yell. I didn't demand. I leaned forward, voice steady, cold as glass. You thought you buried this. You thought I'd never see it. But you miscalculated one thing." Her tears fell. She reached for me, for explanation, for mercy. I didn't move. "You forgot what silence can hold," I said. "And now it holds you." I slid a second envelope across the table. Divorce papers, signed, ready. Her face crumbled. The power shifted in that instant, not with rage, but with precision. She had gambled everything on a secret, and lost it all to my calm. I left her there, sobbing into her own lies. I didn't look back. I didn't soften. There was no space left inside me for pity. The truth had burned through every illusion, leaving only clarity. My daughter would never know. She would be spared the stain of what her mother had done. As for me, I walked into the night with nothing but silence in my chest. Silence that no longer suffocated. It was mine now. And silence, once claimed, becomes the sharpest weapon of all.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.